Good evening, Randomizer fans, and welcome to Final Fantasy Randomizer Winter Tournament Winter Robot Wars Chaos Wing X. My name is Lord Fizzlebeef, and joining me in the booth today is CoCom's Lord Fizzlebeef. How's it going, Lord Fizzlebeef? How's it going? I'm here, as we're doing it. Joined with me also is Tracker Lord Fizzlebeef. How's it going? I read the Blursings. Hi, everyone. This is going to be an adventure for everybody. I'm going to start talking, and then sometime within the next 90 minutes I expect to stop talking. So, really, this is just going to be an adventure for everybody. So, we've got our parties today. Over on the left side, we have Dani, our lady of the nuclear spiders. We got the Fire Thief, Red Black. That's where it's at. That's the party. That's the good stuff. That's pretty good. We like it. Over on the right-hand side, the Challenger, PeasantsOMFG. We got Thief, Fighter, Nun, Red Mage. This is very interesting. I have heard tell of good things coming out of the three-person parties. Thief is very good. Fighter, I think, is almost underrated in these flags just because of how much everybody wants a Thief. And the Red Mage is just a nice play everything even. What do we got for Blursings today, Mr. Beef? Well, Fizzle, we've got, on the Fighter, we've got 80 health and Improved Cat Claw. Improved Cat Claw, I think, is a pretty good one to watch out for in this flag set. If you should happen to never bump into a weapon, when would that ever happen, you can go to the store and buy one. Over on the Thief, we got Elemental Magic and plus 10 strength. The plus 10 strength is, yeah, sure, this is cool, fine, whatever. Elemental Magic can be good if the early magic is bad. Black Belts, we ain't got none, but they rolled Legendary Swords and 10 hit percent. Red Mages, they get the Devious Promo Sage, which has tripped up many a runner on occasion, as well as Clean Magic, which is sometimes life. White Mages, we ain't got any. They started with free Invis 2 and Axes. Nobody cares. Black Mages, very spicy today. Plus 2 MDef per level, which puts them up in Fighter, or actually, which puts them up in Black Belt territory. And improved MP. So, 1 charge of all levels per level. So, Wheels is going to be really good at Black Magic in very short order. We should be getting started right about now-ish. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's get these synced up a little bit here. Okay, Black Magic, what do we got? We got Nuke. Fire 3 at the same level as Nuke is a little disheartening. Meanwhile, over in White, we got Red Learnable Exit. I don't need no White Mages. Everything's fine. Quick check of the armor shop. We got Chain plus 5, Cap plus 4, Gloves plus 4, Gold plus 6. Oh, it's a good day to buy your gear at the store. Holy crap. What do we got in weapons? Nothing. It's fine. We got level 1 new. We don't need weapons. Flame plus 2 sword out of TOF, as Peasants is our first in here. What else we got? Chunk of change and a crystal. Early Matoya, a favored in this flag set, and the crystal makes it very, very nice. Peasants going for the exit and save as he goes back inside. Meanwhile, Dani rolling up to TOF, gonna start opening some boxes herself. This is Garland. We go weight swing, Nuke. Stab, 2 hits, 126, and Nuke finishes off Garland. Alright, Royalty, what do you got for me today? We got Dragon plus 2 sword and a boat. Boat's gonna be nice. Comment in chat, I like Peasant's party name. I missed it. I will check it at my next convenience. So boat is gonna get us to Matoya quickly. If we remember it's there, we do. Early Crystal. I wonder what the most bang for your buck early item would be in this flag set. I'm going to go with Ribbon just because it's always useful, but there's something to be said for out of the gate tail just making you feel better. Matoya's discount key item warehouse today has the canal and the herb and the rod. So we got ship, we got canal, we got rod. It's early Earth time. Roostick, not helpful. That's a later problem. Meanwhile, Dani loading up at the armor shop. I sense an early Earth in her future. Ho 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 ho. Ah, yes, I now see peasants going with the alphabetical order approach for naming the party. Seems pretty good. Do endorse. I know I personally go with naming them after their job, but perfectly serviceable as legendary hero names. Dani rolling up to Matoya's discount key item warehouse as Peasants pulls Bicky. We get good turn order on the nuke. I think we only had 3 pirates go forward. What do we got? Big old chunk of change. That will be helpful if we take a return trip to the Canaria armor shop. 80 tents. And a bonus one. 20 piers. Let's pick up some heal pots. I wonder if the tents means that I missed a trick on the encounter table. Or we want to run our own tent city. Level 2 fast, level 2 lock seems okay. Level 2 cure 4, we'll take it. In seems pretty good. Peasants, where are you going? Are you going to be the people's champion and go oops all earth? Or are you going to head down to Marsh, where sadness reigns? Well, you're heading in a dwarf-like direction, so we'll check on that first. We got a heal helmet +1 and a crown. Not the key item we wanted to see here, but acceptable. Dani rolling through the pirate encounter as we now... Oh, that's it. We turned east. We're heading to Marsh. It's like the saddest birthday party ever. Dani at the next armor shop, trying to figure out what we want to lay claim to. Leaves the iron +1 armor on the table. Also leaves the iron shield there. Looking for key items first. We might circle back. What does herb get us out of our dumb elf prince? A Vorpal +4. I'll be happy to see that when we get to promote. Level 3 magic was Ice Hold Sleep 2, and I didn't see the other one. Didn't seem interested in it. Life out of the level 3 shop seems alright. With the lack of level 2 AoE magic, I would not have hated an ice or lightning pickup there. Level 4 garbage. Level 4 black. Warp, Temper, and Zap. Zap not as important because we already have nuke access, but Warp and Temper, that's where it's at. Item shop. That's some stuff. Very cheap houses. Houses for like 600. Good gravy. Alright, Dani. You're back in Canaria. Gotta buy more things. Elfland Armor Shop has pro rings at vanilla for entirely too much right now. Question chat, is Beef present? He is present, and you just reminded me that he's been entirely slacking off this entire time. He's very bad at his job. You're just gonna have to... You're just gonna have to forgive him on this. Let's see, that was a rod, and an herb, and a canal, and a ship, and a crown. Yeah, pretty sure that was everything. Okay, and we're off. Oh, wait, both of us got the crystal. Boop and boop. I look away. Peasants is at Northwest Castle. We nuked Anastos. That's where it's at. Crown for Dani. Opal bracelet for Peasants. Man, Peasants is just striking a lot of strikeouts with these early key item checks. Is Dani, hero of the people, straight into Earth Cave, like God intended. Alright, Peasants into the Sad Times Marsh Cave. I missed what level 5 white magic was we got out of black. Nothing we want. Alright, we got 7 grand out of Marsh Top. As Danny is approaching Earth Cave, because that's where you go. Tier 3 in white, slot 2, level 5. Alright. Our first shard, 7 minutes 37 seconds say we found our first shard in Marsh Top. Danny in Earth Top finds a pile of gold, resets out. And we got the bridge. Marsh Bridge, good old swampy bridge. Nothing so far yet in Earth Top that we give a crap about. Danny getting ambushed. Stupid thief, what is he even good for? As Peasants heads deeper into Marsh Cave. I turn and I look and Wheels is face down. That's not how you use the Black Mage. That's not where that goes. Flame +4 shield and a soft. Yeah, we'll walk the flame shield out. That's alright. We'll take it. Danny definitely went to Matoya, so she definitely has the herb. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything. I've definitely gotten everything. I'm an expert. Peasants on Marsh Bottom. We got our Badiment. Could be our latest spin at the wheel of Not a Tail. We got Unrunnable Arbone Bone Crawl Packs. Unfortunate. Not because it's dangerous, just because it's just a garbage encounter that's not going to give you anything. Aegis +5 in a house. As the search continues, both runners are trying to find a canoe. Or to be more realistic, like an Oxiel or a Chime. Oh, we only got 1 box left in this here Marsh Cave. And we got unrunnables in our way before we figure out what the heck we're doing with it. Meanwhile, over in Earth Cave, we're going. We got places to thing and dues to whatever. Thor Hammer and a shard. And a katana +5. Hello. Give me that. We'll run that. That's playable. Last box in Marsh. What do we got? That's a shard. So we got our Badiment. But with nothing else in Marsh. Hashtag always Earth. In the bizarre universe that is this flag set. Always Earth, always Volcano. No further questions. What do we got over here in the other? Oh, that is a Warmech fight. Danny, did you mean to do that? The hesitation makes me think you didn't mean to do that, but you're here and you got 2 nuke casters, so just go nuts. Yeah, that's the spirit. Nuke goes out for 100 damage. Thanks, Nuke. Ruse goes out. Incoming Bane takes out the fighter. We didn't need that. Takes out one of the nuke casters. We definitely needed that. We have no choice but to go forward. Nuke continues for 288. Fire 3 going to blow up this party. We didn't mean to do that. That was a terrible idea. Just let's just pretend that never happened. Let's not discuss it ever again. Meanwhile, what was Badiment? Y'all catch what Adamant turned into? Did we finally find our tail, or was it like the Power Gauntlet or some crap? We're not headed down. Oh, it was the ribbon. That is unfortunate. Missing out on the incentive ribbon is a bit of a bummer, but because there's nothing down there, I don't see Danny doing Marsh anytime soon. Peasants, hot on the trail, about to enter Earth Cave. We'll see if he decides that Warmech is just as tasty as it looks. As Danny treads over, as in tank treads, some previously covered ground. Neck and neck, effectively so far. Peasants does have the advantage of getting a couple shards out of Marsh, but in the long run, not. It might come up, it might not come up. We'll figure that out when we get out of the end of some real dungeons. Alright, Danny, we know not to check the right box. That's a Spirit Shard and whatever. Cool. Knowing that Warmech opens with a turn 1 Bane, like that's not something I want to go anywhere near. Peasants approaching the war mech room. Let's see if he's feeling froggy. Yes, shard. That's the thing. Now we're leaving that. And I missed what that first box was on Earth B3, but you know, the beauty of this very close race is that all I have to do is wait 20 seconds and I'll see it again. More bad cash. Only so many boxes left before we start to think that actually our solution this whole time is some stupid vendor item or like the sages or something. But that's quitter talk. I don't know why I'm saying such quitter things. The answer is Earth. The answer is always Earth. It's just always here. Danny, most of the vampire floor ahead in the great search for whatever propels us forward. Earth's with X-Fur, which is great because that's basically a free turn. Earth Elemental Guarded Chest holds the Ruby. Stupid Groger holding the door for our Vampire. Hi, Mr. Vampire. We ain't got time for you. We're just gonna nuke and keep on the truck. And survives a nuke? You're not supposed to do that. A couple stabs and you're out of the way, but like, good gosh dang, that wasn't supposed to happen. Now we get TNT. Yet another entry into the Where's My Tail sweepstakes. Danny gets under the root plate. Yeah, the root plate. It's like the loot plate. It starts with an R and ends with an odd. Anyway, this is Earth B4. What do we got in the armory over here? A mage stick, very nice. That gives that thief something to do until we promote it. Shard. There's our canoe. You heard me say it once. You hear me say it 1,000 times. It's always Earth. Peasants through the vampire. Closing in. Picking up the TNT. Pretty sure you got the ruby. If I'm wrong later, we'll blame Beef. That guy has no idea what he's doing. That's why he never signs up for Tracker. Danny and Peasants still on the same floor. Danny with a 2/3 floor advantage. Any other goodies down here? Like, I don't know, a floater or something? No? Ah, well, we tried. Okay, onward to Lich. Onward to the 5th floor that contains 2 free shards for no effort whatsoever. Oh yeah, you got a canoe. There you go. Chat calling for things to be in ordeals. This is chat, this is a family show. We don't wish such heretical things. Some of us got to go to bed tonight. Swing double nuke versus Lich. First nuke for 382. Ink does lots of things to the things that weren't threats in the first place. Even a thief stab does like 49 damage. Like, I don't know why anybody prepares for Lich. Second nuke takes it out. Peasants exited rather than take on the Lich for the 2 free shards. I'm gonna come down here and check on Titans. We get our loot. Alright. That's the heal stick. And the floater? That's not legal. I mean, I called it in chat before we got started. I do tend to roll jet seeds that just jet into a brick wall at some point. And Sardis got a slab. He's holding out on his buddy over in the town to the east. Question chat, are we sure that Wheels isn't moving faster than Peasant's Thief? I mean, we tag a speedometer on the wheelchair, but like, I don't know, I feel comfortable eyeballing it. And there's that slab. Peasant's back in the boat, does not translate the slab, headed off to the airship desert. Danny getting slowed down by some ambushes because the thief does not do anything at all ever under any circumstances. His Peasants gets the brakes put on by some unrunnable Sahags in the water. Peasant's going to be first in the air. We'll call it the 1807 mark. Danny, you can translate the thingy? Yeah, you're gonna translate the thingy. Leave no thingy untranslated. Let's go. Comment in chat, the ninja does things with Katana +5 though. It sure does, assuming we know where that is. Assuming we can find the tail. Peasants landing in Cardia Forest. What do we got over here? We got a hat. We got a bunch of cash. We got a shard. We got some pure potions, some more gold in the cabin. Well, we got a shard out of that, so whatever, we'll log it out. Land in Dew Swamp. Alright, what do we got over here? Away, Dargan. We got chump change, and a stick. Reset, liftoff. Meanwhile, Danny at, call it, 1920, gonna be in the air. Oh, that's the Cuban Cardia. Whoever called for Cuban ordeals earlier was off by a couple spots. Extra shard and some cash. Meanwhile, nothing but houses for sale on Crescent Lake. If you can't live in it, we ain't selling it. Silver bracelets. We're not going to bother with the gold bracelets. They were very nice, but they were very expensive. Silver +6 does the job just fine. Level 6 magic. We got Red Learnable Fade, and we got Quad X, and Red Learnable Lock 2. Alright, what does the tint give us? Oh, there's our tail. So both runners going to be bumping into the tail soon. As Danny picks up the bottle from the Circle of Sages. I mean, a Power Gauntlet would be nice. A Power Gauntlet's kind of always nice, but not a strong reason to go all the way to, like, Lefane for it. Peasant's going to promote. Danny going to turn in some of the turn-in stuff that got missed earlier by the Sadness Marsh Dive. 20 minutes, 40 seconds. Peasants is all growed up. Get rid of this Dragon Sword. Let's try this Katana +5. Good gravy. Give that Knight a Vorpal +4 and give that Red Mage whatever because it's going to cast Nuke the whole time. Danny doing magic checks over in Elfland. Getting the magic that Peasants picked up earlier as Peasants heading in a Gaia-like direction. No, north of that. We heading Volcano? No, we're heading Crescent. We are concerned about vendor items and whatnot. A sensible play. Alright, we bought 50 tens, let's buy 11 houses. Seems strong. Take a look at white magic, see that we can't have heal 3, which is a little awkward. Oh no, we can, because we have promo Sage. Ooh. So we can get that Quad X on that Red Wizard if we want to. Peasants gets a bottle. Are we going to buy pro rings? Oh, those pro rings are less than I thought. I thought that was 5 digits that started with a 4. Not 4 digits that started with a 4. Math is hard, kids. Don't even do it. Meanwhile, in Gaia, nothing in that shop. Not going to bother checking level 8. We're going to pop the bottle. Out comes a magic fairy that hands us a very bad Excalibur. So that's not a thing that's happening today. This is Vorpal +4 time. We going Volcano? We're going Volcano. Danny, where are you going? And is it Dwarf Cave? Boy, that sure seems like Dwarf Cave. What do we got over in Volcano? We're still looking for the key. Right now, both of our runners are after the key. Oh, you didn't have the crown yet. Well, you got it now. Hooray! Danny got her tail. Oh, Danny did the Earth Orb thing. Danny, where are you going? Okay, I got real scared for a second there. I thought we were headed to Marsh, but I said to myself, there's no way that Danny would go to Marsh. All the mud gets in the way of the treads. It was just a terrible time. No, we're going to Cardia. That's sensible. Oh, hey, look, it's a chime out of Volcano Armory. That seems not bad. And a free gold +6 bracelet. Yeehaw. More and more shards as we go. We're taking this Grey Worm fight. I can only assume it was unrunnable. Danny heading down to promote as the looting of the Volcano Armory continues. There's a ribbon and a wizard stick. Where's that ribbon going? To the knight? Doing a lot of gear juggling. We get where we're going. As Danny does the great re-equipping of 2024. Peasant's a big believer in eating his dessert before his vegetables as he loots the armory before going to these other garbage boxes over to the side and decides, no, now we got everything we want. Let's just head downstairs. Danny getting the sad trombone noise about Cardia Swamp. Let's go do Cardia Forest. There was a shard in there. Like, that's the bare minimum definition of progress. Chat still rooting for ordeals to be needed? No. That's no. That's just no. Just no. Agama Floor disappointing so far. Danny leaving Cardia. Where's Danny headed next? Still checking vendor shops. We have not ruled out the possibility of a vendor item, so we're gonna pursue it until we're satisfied. Bottle in hand, we're gonna get our sad caliber. Meanwhile, shards starting to show up on the Agama floor. Chat desperate for the key to be in ordeals. Anything, something to be in ordeals. Nothing's in ordeals. This is not how this game works. Ooh, Danny feeling very desperate on the way down to Lefane, probably hoping that this is a power gauntlet or a ribbon or something, as Peasants finds the key and lands himself effectively in go mode. From this point on, it's just a question of shards. Power gauntlet, and yeah, we'll walk that out. Chat absolutely beside itself with outrage at the key being in a far likelier place than unlikely place. Hey, look, there's an unrunnable Agama. 2 stabs, down it goes. For some bad ice armor. Danny back in the flying hot dog. Where are we going? We don't have our chime yet. We gotta go to Volcano for that. Headed to Volcano? We're gonna stop here real quick. More houses? No, magic. Magic, that's what we're doing. Gonna load up on Quad X, the best spell in the game. And Fade, I guess, if you're into that kind of thing. Gets bad luck on the way out of Crescent. Punished with bad dumb encounters as Peasants still fighting Agamas. I looked away for a minute. Is this some kind of grind? Or was it getting lost? The world may never know, but we're here on this floor and we're skipping the red D chest. With loot and key in hand, I give that a thumbs up. We just need the essentials at this point. We're probably going to find them in Mirage Sky. Chat thinking it was a small pseudo grind. Depending on our levels, well, we're at 13 now. And our shard count is, what are we at? We're at 13 shards, so that's... Anyway, here's a carry. Incoming melee doesn't do much. Fast on the ninja. Katana +5 for a bunch of damage. I just gotta move my tracker down just so I can marvel at all the damage numbers that are obscured by my browser window. There's nuke for 145. 3 hits, 123. We're gonna cure for this ninja. For some reason, things are happening to it. This carry stubbornly refuses to go down. Another hit for 198, down it goes. Das Fire Orblit. Meanwhile, Danny continuing preparation. We're just going to get all our prep done and out of the way now, and then we're just going to avalanche through the rest of the game. Peasants on the move, key in hand. We're going to go deal with the free boxes in the key locks. Up to 15 shards now. Can we boost it? Well, there's 16. Ah, we got a whole shard. Heading over to Dwarflock, possibly. Nope, we're going to skip Northwest for now. Just head straight for Dwarflock. Peasants having an eye right now for just skipping the low density checks. Just going straight all density all the time. And it's appearing to work out for him right now. Meanwhile, Danny, here of the people, going for squiggle left. Awesome Oxiel. That's over in that Dwarflock. Just in case we ran out of options, there's our last option. No shards, but we got an Oxiel, so like... Once again, the bare minimum definition of progression. Danny going for Quake on Fire Elementals. Unfortunately, that does not quite get there. Lady, get out of the way. Alright, we're in the shop. What are we getting? Nuke. Level 1 nuke. Yep, makes sense. All that effort in squiggle left for a Bane -1 sword. Also doing chat. Wow, this is jet type seed? Like I said, usually the seeds that I roll are jet seeds until they ain't. The other shoe will probably drop at some point, or maybe not, but it usually does. We haven't gotten anywhere difficult yet, like, let's face it. Like, if we're gonna run into adversity, it's probably gonna be in Mirage Sky or Topher. Peasants on the way to Mirage as Danny continues the full clear of Volcano. Gets a chime. Was Peasants finds the other loose ribbon. So, because he did his sad dumb marsh dive and got the Badiment, Peasants now has all 3 ribbons. Meanwhile, Dani, fierce devotee of Always Earth, is only going to get 2. But two's all you need. It's fine. Life magic is somewhere. It's fine. Chat calling for super chaoses. I mean, this has been a thing recently. It may have been a thing I bumped into myself recently. Not a fan. Would not have called it a preferable experience. GG's to Kumo for doing smart, sensible things. Unlike this dum-dum who doesn't do math good. Meanwhile, Peasants taking a Chimera fight. I did not see if... I could swear that this was runnable. 2 to 3 Chimera. Actually, no, I think that's 3 to 4 Chimera. Not exactly a good fight experience-wise. I've always felt that Chimeras are just more trouble than they're worth. Lots of cash. And a couple shards. And a free pro ring. Peasants currently up to 18 shards as Dani continues the ransacking of Volcano. Incoming melee from guards did something. I missed what it was. Somebody was down on a knee, and I don't think it was for health-related reasons. Peasants headed upstairs. Still needs a bunch of shards. But we might still hit total go mode just on the back of Sky. There's a lot of boxes in there. Snacks. So the looting of Mirage 1 continues. That's not Mirage 1, that's Sky 1. We're in Space Cave. You look out the door and it's Star Trek. That's... I gotta learn maps. I looked away. Dani, did you bump into the key? Isn't that like right over here or something? Yeah, there it is. Okay. So that's Dani in effective go mode. As Peasants continues to climb up Space Cave. We got a white shirt. Are we're taking that? I think we're taking that. Yeah, we're taking that. Okay. Still sitting at what I believe to be 19 shards. So the first floor hasn't really panned out. We've now, I think, officially reached unlikely to find all the rest of the shards we need in here. We've skipped a lot of low density checks, but we're going to take this Sky 2 floor. We're going to take the free eye while it's here for funsies. As we get a look at whatever this red D chest is. We know it's not going to be anything important. Question chat, has a war mech just been found yet? Yes, it was Earth 2 over on the right side. We found it early. Dani discovered it as turn 1 Bane. Peasants has not pulled it. Knowing that it's turn 1 Bane, I doubt Dani will. Second Katana plus 5. Unfortunate that we don't have anybody that can use that. Dani just leaving the party at low health because it's Volcano and whatever. Gonna use Cure Force before we pull a carry? No, we're just gonna pull a carry at like no health. No, we're gonna heal. That's a spirit. Meanwhile, Peasants There's just no boxes in Space Cave, or no shards in Space Cave. Like, we just keep opening things, and it's just like, here's some potions, here's some gold, here's some garbage gear you're never gonna use. Anything over here? No black shirt. It's a little late to worry about AoE items. Meanwhile, Dani versus Carry 1. We going double fast, double swing, speed and power. Let's go! Vorpal, please. Sleep touch, please. Just nuke it. Carry continuing to show no mercy against that stupid ninja that doesn't do anything. Just nuke it. There you go. More sleep touch, the most annoying thing. Nuke for 171, down goes Carry. That's a fire orb. Question chat, how many soul shards are available? There are, oh, how many are there? I knew this. I believe there are 34 in boxes with an additional 12 that you can get from Fiends. No, 32 in boxes with an additional 12 you can get from Fiends. And of that, we just need 28 of them. Dragon -1 armor. What are we wearing? A gold +6 bracelet? Yeah, that's an upgrade. This is pretty comparable, to be quite honest. Dani going for a defense sword. Is Peasants on the sky floor. We gonna see any NPCs wandering around? Ooh, unrunnable Gurnaga hair. It's not difficult, it just sucks. Like, it's just annoying. This is gonna eat up some nuke charges because it's gonna be likely that these things are very evasive. Meanwhile, Dani continuing to climb up Mirage Tower. His Peasants on the penultimate floor of Space Cave. Looking to see if we can find a little robot fella running around trying to find his keys. Nah, he's not there. Unrunnable Mudgall Sorcerers. Man, this is no running in the Space Cave today, which is putting a real damper on this Red Mage's magic. Bridge of Destiny largely getting out of our way. We're going to try a Tia 1. Four hits 65. We're going fast. After the nick of time, AS59, ink comes out. Ink doesn't stick anywhere because we have 3 ribbons and we don't have bad luck. 7 is 327. Question chat, where was Oxyl? Mirage or Sky? One of those. Nine hits 799. Down goes Tia. We're gonna light this up, and I believe, if I saw the thingy correctly, Peasants is only 5 shards away. No, 4 shards away. So Peasants is going to have to go somewhere for shards. Likely candidates are just barreling into C. Just storming Kraken. That might be what we're about to do. Meanwhile, Dani picking up a white shirt. I mean, I'll allow it. Yeah, Peasants headed straight into the thingy with the water place. I put us at about I don't know, 5 minutes until Peasants is in Topher, but I've not seen his levels. Looking at the health of his party, I would rate his levels as suspicious. Oh my god, RPG Limit Break rating with a party 119. Oh my god. Look at this. We got Peasants versus Dani. We got ta-da. Hi everybody. My name is Lord Fizzlebeef. I am here commentating this match. Also restreaming, also tracking. Thank you, Raiders, for done reading us. We done got raided. Did. Yeah, Peasants is done checking all the boxes. We're not even gonna look at Sharknado. We got things to do. We're on the clock. Let's go poke a squid. Dani continuing the full clear of Space Cave. For those just joining us, this has been kind of a jet seed. Both runners in the air below the 20-minute mark. Peasants went to Marsh, and that was sad. It was a sad time for everybody. Dani went to Earth and found the canoe first. And then very shortly after we found canoe, we found floater. And then we were in the air. Hooray! Anyway, we got a Kraken fight over here. Outgoing Lightning 2 is no match for incoming Vorpal Strikes. 7 hits, 419. Yeah, Kraken 1's down. Level 22 across the board, but it's a 3-man party. I'm a little nervous for his chances, but just to prepare, just in case, I'm gonna climb into a broadcast booth just so I can do some post-race interview thingies. Do the after chaos stabbing talkie times. Dani, how you doing? You're on Sky 2. Peasants, where are you going? This is a very, very weird pathing. We're coming back to... We're back here in Melmond, of all places, to do a slab translation. We're looking for something. About the only thing he hasn't found is the power gauntlet, so that must be... what we're doing. Oh yeah, we did the... That's right, those are buttons I have to click. I don't suppose chat saw whether or not Dani picked up the Oxiel. I know it's somewhere in Mirage Sky. I don't remember where. Is this floors? I don't know. I'll look at her inventory later. Peasants now doing the last minute purchasing of the magics for the Ninja and the Knight. Dani's done that earlier. As Dani approaches the last floor of Sky, gonna take a free eye encounter. Dark Touch on the eye. That's... No, there's going to be a memo about that later, I can tell. That's going to be an email. We're on to the Sky 3 floor. Question, chat, you think he should be Lefanin it behind? So the problem with 3-man is that, like, I don't like its ramp potential, and we're kind of low level. I think I would take it, but I just... Anyway, we got Power Gauntlet. And we didn't reset, so we definitely want it. Anyway, Dani on the 3rd floor. Comment in chat, Fizzle is good at the restream and Lord is fine on comms, but Beef is really crushing the tracking. Yeah, crushing it with his ineptitude. It's been... Like, I don't want to tell you I forgot to click buttons for like 5 minutes, but there's a 5-minute stretch where buttons were not clicked, and I'm entirely blaming him. So, Peasants, are you done with your prep? Are you headed back for... Well, you're headed north. That's kind of the direction. Dani picking up the Dragon -1 armor. But no, you don't want to. You don't want the Iron +5. You want the Dargan armor. There you go. Yeah. And then we move the ice over. And then we just put that there. Nah, that's fine. Life on the Night. Let's go. Wahoo! Dani on Space Cave 4. We're going to take a second run at this War Mech. Do we think we can survive a second run of this War Mech? No, and question mark. Okay, onto the Bridge of Destiny for Dani as Peasants heading northbound. Final approach for Topher. We gotta buy some heal pots. They sell those in Canaria, right? There we go. That's some heal pots. F-Zero music, rad. Yes, unfortunately, neither of our runners had safe audio, so I had to improvise. Peasants first into Topher at 47.23. Let's go. Are we doing a grind or are we doing like an actual tryhard time? Sub 50-minute Topher. Yeah, that's it. We're not fighting Gasty, so I'm going to guess this is tryhard time. Onto the plate we go. We're headed downstairs as Dani starting to make her way through the Tiamat fight. I think we were trying to cast Quad X, but we gave up and went for Nuke instead. And we were rewarded for our efforts by 101 damage Nuke. Thanks, RNG. You're the best. Looking over at this Topher dive, that is a distressing amount of health for two of those three party members. Tiamat casting fast, but I haven't seen it melee, so I don't think I care. There we go. This is Quad X time. Let's go. Nuke for 220. Oh, there was a melee, but it was to the one armored target. But we meleeed, so we're fine. 18 across the board. A little. I'm not. I don't like that. And I didn't miss. I missed the shard count. 6 shards to go. Curious. Oh, right, the 2 shards in No, we offset that. I don't know why we're missing shards. We're missing shards. We're headed north. We're headed somewhere. What do we get? Oh, right, our XCal -1. Juggling gear before Lich 2 makes Fizzle cry. Behold the mighty speed bump Mark 2. Da 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 da. Congrats, you held A. Alright, peasants onto the floor of the first actual boss of Topher, Carry 2. Let's see if there's any kind of adversity here. Unrunnable Red D's is arguably a boon for this party, because we kind of want to pack some levels on those 2 melee people. Glare ain't going to do anything. We got 3 ribbons. As Dani is here in Keylocks. It's a shard, and we're now 4 short. Is it C time? No, we're doing Keylocks. I forgot. Yeah, Oxia wasn't dwarves. I knew that. I've known it all along. Carry 2 during the Cure 4. Seemed like it was late in the fight, so that's a bit of an issue. Continuing melee. Continuing melee. There's the Oxiel. I can click at the button. Yay! Some more melee swings out of our melee. Carry 2 goes down. Carry 2 had Cure 4, and that's actually really good news, because that means it's not going to be on anything that's going to live long enough to cast it and be annoying about it. Oh, and there was a nuclear. Even better. Peasants onto the sea floor. Dani landing at on-rack. Gonna go get a Kraken, gonna go storm a Topher. Alright, Kraken. Kraken 2, what do you got for us? We're gonna jiggle some things. Hey, wait a minute. That ninja wasn't wearing armor this whole time. Whoops. I'm gonna say that was strategy. Lighter ninjas go faster. We gonna do anything with that power gauntlet? Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, don't take the ribbon off. The heal helmet looks nice, but the ribbon is fancier. Double fast strats? We're breaking out the double fast strats. Incoming melee does a number to that knight. Takes it down to around 200 health. Our first melee test swing is good, could be better. Are we going for Cure 4? No, we're gonna lift a shirt. Kraken laughs at shirts, takes down the knight. We got some evasion going on. If this is a melee-only Kraken, I think it's gonna have a little trouble with that ninja. It's gonna try and detonate the red mage in retaliation. The ninja cares not for party ordering. Can this katana get there? It does. We make it. That red wizard has got life, so we're still doing okay, but that was scary. That was real scary, and we blew a Cure 4 to try and save some time on healing. Meanwhile, Dani on the Kraken floor. Unrunnable 3 worms. This is... I would actually argue that this is a boon for Peasants. He wouldn't have taken this fight otherwise, and this might pad on an extra level for his melee going into the Tier 2 fight. Meanwhile, over on the other side, how's it going, Kraken 1? Double swing, double fast, let's go! Wahoo! Turn ordering, thanks. We got, let's see, that's 25 across the board, I think, and we're doing fine on heals. Like, it's not great, but it's not terrible. Fast the Knight, and we're going to do some white shirt strats. Overeager Knight goes in first, deals 100 damage. Fast comes out. Boy, this Tia 2 got a memo or something from Kraken 2, because it's going straight after that Knight. That seems to be the problem. Melee's not doing a lot to this Tia 2. It is very dense. We're going to try fasting the Katana plus 5 wielder. Right, we're doing some damage, but Tia just wants to delete this Knight. We don't want to deal with it. Meanwhile, Dani has lit the water orb, and I believe that shard cap going to pick up some heal pots from the nearby store and is going to head into Topher as Peasants is approaching the Chaos floor. Hi, Garland. Hey, you're Garland, right? Nope, that's... we gonna... What are we doing? Yeah, we'll heal pots. This is time for heal pots. We're just gonna chug. Dani entering the Temple of Fiends Revisited at 5423. We're gonna jiggle some characters around. We're gonna keep the ninja up in the second slot, and we're gonna go for first slot. All power to the first slot. Chaos, having gotten the memo from Kraken and Tia, is like, hey, that's a Knight. I got punch it. I'm gonna punch it good. I'm gonna try tempering. Let's try tempering the ninja, because everything seems to want to kill the Knight. Rub. Doesn't work. Incoming melee swings. We're off to a good start with this damage. Chaos doesn't seem to really know what to do with its hands. The melee assault continues. Another 700 damage. Here comes a nuke. Sizable rolls, but everybody is still there. We're going to try heal 3. Melee to the Knight. It's still there. 7 hits, 213. Chaos is still there. A heal 3 does not get that fighter above the 100 damage mark, but it deals 800 in return. This Chaos does not have much left in it. The double melee team gets in first, but the Vorpal does Vorpal things, and a crit to the Knight gets there before the Cure 4 does. Our hopes now lie on this ninja. Lightning 2 gives us a bit of a reprieve. Does the Katana get there? It does! Peasants, OMG. First to finish with official race time of 55 minutes and 40 seconds. GG. Hey, Peasants, you want to come? Come say the things? Do like the talkie talks after the stompy stomps, after the stabby stabs. And I'm joined in the booth by PeasantsOMFG. Hi, Peasants. How's it going? I'm here. I have been saying things for 55 minutes. Very nice. Very well done. I think my first question for you, party, fighter thief red, none. Talk me through it. Oh, whoops. There we go. I forgot to unmute Discord. Start over.
Do you need to ask my question again, or are we...
No, you're good.
Okay, cool. Oh, so that's the best red mage you can ask for, a sage with clean magic, so like nearly guaranteed life plus like sage, so you got everything. That's if you're going to run a 3-man or even a 2-man, like that this is the seed to do it on, I think. Yeah, and then I like the fighter had infinite health, and the ninja was, I just always bring a ninja. And that's the reasoning.
Is there ever a scenario that would convince you to take a black belt in this flag set?
Oh, I as soon as I saw it, I was like, if I was wondering if like Danny might bring one, because I was like, I know black belt is just not for these seats. It just isn't what you should do. But like legendary with hit percent, I was like, oh my god, I might. But then like the sage still brings you back down. Yeah. So, but yeah, I was considering black belt, but only very, very slightly.
Now I gotta ask the question, because I may have said some things. Out of the gate, you get Ship, Canal, and Rod. Walk me through the decision process of Marsh versus Earth.
It's kind of just like my standards at the moment. Just to like, I like Marsh, and I find that a lot of people skip it. So if as long as I'm playing kind of good, it seems to turn up like more benefits than Earth does for me, almost always. Plus, I got exit. Like it just felt like it was, even if it was like it's just going to be a quick check regardless.
Right.
I can't remember what I got in there, but I don't think it was bad. I think I got adamant.
Yeah, you got the adamant that turned into the ribbon, and you got like a couple shards.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Like, I was definitely going to go to Earth regardless, but I kind of like fishing for tail before I leave the inner sea as well, which is why I think I did like 4 dwarf dives. Like I went in initially like for the 2 chests, then I went for adamant, then I went for TNT, then then I went for the key lock. So I was like, I just like looking for tail as quickly as possible and promoting as quickly as possible, especially with like a good Vorpal. I think I ended up finding that katana pretty early as well, which is +5, maybe Nerf actually. But yeah, that I just wanted to promote with promo sage and like very good weapons. It's a given. So, I feel like sometimes I spent a little bit too much time like doing like doing the checks that are like not key items, but they are good equipment. I think I spent a little bit too much time doing them, but that's what I like to do though. I like making sure my party is safe and good.
You did take time at the end to go get that power gauntlet. Worth or regret?
I didn't need it. I mean, I used it once against Chaos. It's more like it's more like a safety thing. If Chaos comes out of the gate with a nuke into nuke or something ridiculous, like it means that like my 600 health fighter will be able to, if he's alive after that nonsense, is able to like defense sword and power gauntlet and hopefully live through it kind of thing. My plan wasn't to necessarily even use it, but if I'm put into a situation like that against Chaos, I want to be able to not wipe immediately just because I didn't do a 30-second slap check kind of thing. So it's better to spend the time, I think, than have to redo all of Topher.
Speaking of doing Topher, Danny, during the interview process, has made it all the way down to the Tier 2 floor, bumps into the unrunnable worms, has a bit of a nuclear solution for them, or at least we hope so. Just one of them. This is still going to take 2 rounds.
She get 3 as well. I got so much experience from that last fight.
Yeah, I thought it would top off your levels a bit. I think it got you like 25.
Yeah, I think I went from 23 to 25 there. It's pretty big.
Danny herself went up to 23, which is pretty good. I've been keeping an eye out, and I saw some adversity earlier with Carry 2. Let's see if Tia 2 ends up being a bit of a spicy meatball. We're continuing the speed and power strats. Double fast, double swing. Let's go. And we get the good turn order.
Carry 2 had both Cure 4 and a nuclear, I think, if I recall. I only saw the first two attacks, but I saw the Cure 4 and I was like, oh, fantastic. Definitely something you want to see.
Big damage and some decent nukes. And I believe that was a 2-rounded Tia 2. Last to go. Gas pedal to the floor.
Oh, wait.
And here she is, taking a victory lap on the floor of Chaos. Bit of a victory lap, bit of a victory detour on the floor of Chaos. Let's do a little bit of healing. Let's chug our oxygen beer real quick. Little bit more healing. We're ready. Putting the knight down there just for safety, just in case. It's Chaos time. It's all power to that knight. Temper, temper, bonk, temper. We are going to power this knight into low Earth orbit. Chaos sees what's coming, goes into panic mode, tries a little rub, doesn't get anywhere. We're doing even more buffing. Temper goes out. Melee straight to the knight. That's a little awkward. More saber, more temper, and the fast goes off. This might be when we start attacking. A safety cure 4 just for funsies, and a temper onto that knight. Incoming melee to the ninja doesn't do that much. More tempers going off, and the cure 4 lands. Test swing. 3 hits, 921. I'm going to repeat that. 3 hits, 921. Let's see what happens when a couple more of those connect. As we continue buffing. Fast on the ninja. Accelerate this a little bit more. Here's the nuke. We were worried about that earlier. 6 hits, 1,587. Chaos is temporarily still there. Let's try that again. 5 hits, 1,450. Down goes Chaos. Dani finishes with official race time, GG time, 1 hour, 4 minutes, 20 seconds. GG Dani.
GG's.
Hey Dani, you want to come say the things? Do the after talk, after poke. Dani, are you there? Hi.
Hi. I was on my way. Discord was taking forever to load.
How's it going?
It's fine. I don't think I've ever played more like you in my life.
I was so happy with the early Earth. I hope you go back and listen. It was so good.
It was drop everything, go straight to Earth. Topher, what's evasion? I don't need it. It felt good, most of it, but I knew, I was like, in just general, Peasants is faster than me, so the whole time I'm like, if he's doing even remotely the same things or he's finding things, this just seems so easy. Like, there's no way I'm winning this. I was not at all surprised when I saw him dot done in the race room. However, I was in Topher and I didn't get demolished, so I'm alright with it.
Any seed you don't die in Topher is honestly a huge boon in these flags.
So, let's talk party. Fighter Thief Red Black. Why is it the best party ever?
Because it just is.
Good answer.
Whoever's on your bases, you got a chance of... You've got a thief that's going to run and take hits well, and if you get a really good weapon for both of them, double melee, especially with this magic, it was so good. It's so good. But fast, temper, learnable. I had 3 fast and temper casters. Who don't want that? And like, just double melee all your big people. I'm not going anywhere without fizz and wheels, so just that's happening. I did hear Peasants just say, wonder if Dani would take a black belt because I was watching the end of the stream because of the delay, and I just shaking my head to, I ain't taking one of them ever. Much less in this flag set. No way.
I was just wondering more because I was like, if there was a black belt to take, it was this one, right? Legendary plus 10% hit. I was like, oh. I didn't fall for it.
Yeah. The only way I'm taking one of those is if, like, it's got teleport magic and maybe the swords or something. I don't know. Like, it It looked pretty.
I don't think it's
But-
ever worth it, honestly. My
Yeah,
personal opinion. It's just
not to mention, I'm just bad at black belts, so like taking one of those would have been like, here you go, peasants, have a win.
Question number next for Danny. What was more disappointing about Warmech? Accidentally opening the box or turn 1 Bane?
Both. Darn it. I was like, you know what? Whatever. I didn't mean to open the box, but we're here. We've got a decent amount of nukes. I got a ruse. Maybe if he just punches and he doesn't kill my fighter. Like, I might get through with this fire 2 stick once I run out of nukes if I fast before everyone dies. And then Bane was mean and everyone died and I was sad. It was fine though. I went back in, I got my katana +5 and my shard out of the bottom room. Caught it a day. But yeah, I opened that box and there may have been adult words uttered.
I don't know that I necessarily have any other questions. This was a largely handholdy run out of both of you. Oh, actually, no, I do have one other question. Danny, why is Early Earth the best?
Listen, I'll give it to you this time. Because it worked out well. It had all the stuff I wanted. It gave me a canoe, which led to the floater, and I was in the air super early, which went great. 2, also worked out well today, because in case y'all didn't notice my menu in that chaos fight, my hand is a cramping. So, this seed, I will absolutely give it to you. It was the best idea ever. I still stand by. A lot of times there's stuff in Marsh though.
It sounds like Early Earth actually led to a Warmech wipe. So it sounds like Marsh was the play.
No, I don't think so.
You can't wipe to Warmech in Marsh. He wasn't there.
You can't find a canoe in Marsh either because it wasn't there.
That's also very true.
You also don't get a Warmech when you dive Earth at level, what was that, 2 or 3?
Yeah.
If you're real smart and pay attention to the boxes you open. I was brave though. I was gonna try, and then he said no, and promptly put me in my place.
All right, I think we're going to start moving this towards final thoughts. Let me bring up the challenge real quick.
Peasants gets the, if you're looking, Peasants gets the winner between Wee Bear and Demon Frog.
Peasants, you get the winner between Woo Bear and Demon Frog. What are your thoughts on your upcoming matchup?
Me and Woo Bear have been playing Final Fantasy games for like 6-7 years, forever in like a different thingos. We've never played a tournament game against each other, so it's like my co-op in Free Enterprise and stuff. So I hope that he wins because he's my friend, and I want to finally be able to verse him. Although he is playing extremely well at the moment, so it's like better than me, like almost always. So we'll we'll see. I'm glad I was able to like actually get a run on because I missed my last race. That's why I'm in the losers bracket, which is a shame as well because I could have avoided versing Woober until way later or not at all. But I guess it's kind of nice that we do finally get a tournament race if he wins. So we'll see. I think it's a hard race for him, but I'm hoping for Woo, and I think it'll be a really cool match if it is that. But if regardless, I'm gonna try and win either way.
Danny, unfortunately, your tournament run has come to an end. Final thoughts.
Well, I was looking at the who all was going to get who in the bracket and such. I found it funny that I got one of my Trash Island people in the first round, and then if I got through Peasants, I was going to get Demon, who, like Wee Bear for Peasants, is someone I've been playing and on a team with for years. So either way, there's just infighting down here at this end of the bracket, and it's sad, and I'm not okay with it. I knew as soon as bracket started and I looked at all the possibilities that I wasn't sure that I had the proper all-terrain vehicle wheels to climb the mountain that my chair needed to get up to continue in this tournament, and I'm okay with that. Because I've had 2 really fun races and got beat by 2 people who are really great, and I could see honestly going really far in this tournament and doing well. So, GG's the Peasants. While I would have liked to win, I would have also felt bad given your last race if you had gotten bounced. So I'm actually okay that you get to go further in the tournament.
It's my own fault. It's my I live in a completely different country, so I just messed up the times. Like it's a shame, but like what can you do?
Yeah. But no, this has been fun. I'll go back to doing what I do better than racing, and that's scheduling and stuff. And if nothing else, I went out with Gundam Fizz taking on a War Mech, and I brought Super Robot Wars to our Winter Robot Wars theme tournament. So there you go.
Brought a tear to my eye.
But thanks to everyone who watched this, to Fizzle for doing this one-man shenanigans, which are always hilarious and funny to watch back, and I cannot wait to watch this. And yeah, just good luck to Peasants going forward.
Thank you. And GG's, Danny. It was a great race.
Thank you.
Insanely good. So GG's.
Thanks.
Stick around, everybody. We've got way more winter tournament action coming up tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. We got Rubes versus ADR. Check that out on RPG Limit Break. And then we've got a bunch of races coming up on Thursday, so keep an eye on the Discord for announcements about that. I need to turn my brain off before my mouth just, like, yeets itself out onto the street. So, for everybody here at the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, my name is Lord Fizzlebeef, and we will see you all next time. Have a good night, everyone.